It's Week 15.
The byes are over. It's now a 4-week sprint to the finish, and we are underway here in Week 15. This taken in at the goal line. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. So here are the Steelers now to take over for the first time. It's Josh Allen that'll be orchestrating the offense, a 6'5" quarterback from Wyoming.
And it felt like in watching the game tape, he got everyone involved last week.
He was a manager.
He really was. That's a great way to put it because they ran the ball some. They threw it accurately. 1 touchdown pass, so he didn't, break the bank doing that, but he didn't throw any interceptions. That's the bottom line. That's why a defense loves a quarterback like that. Doesn't put them in bad situations.
Here now, 2nd and 4. First carry of the game for Brian Robinson.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. A short one there, caught by Likely. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
Misdirection's the key on this play. They line up with 3 receivers to the opposite side of the tight end, and they're all going to work their way across the field and let the tight end slip underneath against flow the other way. They're banking that he can get lost, and that's exactly what happened as they pick up a first down.
Allen off the play fake. No hesitation, goes right back to Likely. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A big play on the catch and run, covering 34 yards.
Well, things are looking pretty darn good on this first drive, aren't they? Came right out, set the tone, this time with a big pass play.
And if the peek behind the curtain that they gave us or their game plan, I don't think that's going to be the last one we see.
I think you're exactly right about that.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. Down the right sideline. And he's all the way down to the 6-yard line. They moved the ball over 50 yards between this play and the last one.
A lot of precision being shown on this opening drive. They've been methodical. They've been crisp. And as a reward, they're going to be set up with an early 1st and goal.
They'll run with Robinson. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3.
Here's where we need to see some tenacity from this defense because they've been pushed right down the field on this opening drive. They've got to find some way to push back, and that's a good first step.
Got his man. It's caught for a Steelers touchdown. Isaiah Likely. His first touchdown on the year. And the Steelers are on the board first here this afternoon.
This is where, as a tight end, you've got to really sell that this is a run. They're going to fake the give, hope the linebackers bite, and here they do just enough. That split second, that's all it takes for that tight end to leak out into the end zone. Touchdown.
Gold with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. So that a 7-play, 80-yard drive. And finishing that drive off was the touchdown grab by Isaiah Likely. Unable to corral him, he fights through. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. So the Colts now coming out for their opening drive. And their quarterback, well, everyone knows he's got height, standing at 6'6".
Well, the silver lining from last week, he played phenomenally. Kept the ball clean and led them to the end zone several times. You know these NFL quarterbacks, though, they trade away all those touchdowns if it meant getting the win. That's his focus this week.
A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. The numbers a week ago for Kupp: 7 catches, 92 yards.
And I get the feeling that he loves this matchup. I mean, the unit he's going against is in the bottom half of the league against the pass. He had to have circled this one on the schedule and said to himself, This should be a big game.
First carry now for Alexander Madison. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Back to throw, McKee. Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down. Shaquille Barrett in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. The start of this game shaping up nicely on that visiting sideline.
Yeah, how about that? You get your points on the opening drive, then you get a big sack there on third down, and you make the home crowd go, shh.
There is a hush indeed. Jake Bailey on now to punt here on fourth down. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. It's a 40-yard punt, 4 yards on the return. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. So Pittsburgh retakes the field for their second offensive possession. They currently sit 1 game over 500 thanks to their victory a week ago. Yeah, Charles, they've been really an up-and-down team all year. Do you think that they have enough to get into the playoffs?
Well, you did mention they've been up and down all year, so to me, it depends on what week you catch them. When they're at their best, I think they're definitely playoff worthy. But to me, they haven't been able to bring the intensity week in and week out, and that could be their Achilles heel.
Allen's throw complete here to his receiver, Brown. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be third and less than a yard. Hands it off out of the gun. And good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 35-yard line. A Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? That looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
False start, offense.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. A false start backs them up 5, 1st and 15. And the slot man goes in motion left. And they're going to give it to him on the jet sweep. And he'll take this one down to the 36. Defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, and one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hit.
Oh, Allen cannot get away, and down he goes. They overload him that time with a safety blitz, and he winds up being dropped for a loss of 7. 3rd and 19. Now Allen. And that nearly intercepted. Well, for a guy known for his hands defensively, that's a ball he probably thinks he should have come up with. But instead, it's 4th down. On is Jamie Gillen to punt this one away. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin him back. As the Colts offense makes their way out, we take a look at the playoff picture in the AFC. As the season winds down and you look at them in totality, you know, the offense has struggled. The defense has been pretty good, so I would imagine the changes this offseason may be more on the offensive side of the ball.
And this is where we always hear the term complementary football, because as you noted, the defense has played well enough for them to win games, and the offense has held them back. So they've got to reward that defense by improving on offense. I don't know if you make a change, a quarterback, running back, tight end, it doesn't matter. Get better players, better system, so they can play to the standards of the defense, and the win column will result.
Here's 2nd and 10. They'll go Madison up the middle. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. They'll try to get it on the ground with Madison. Bulldozes past him. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Well, now hang on here because he appears to be shaken up. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment.
2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10.
A quick throw caught by Kupp out wide.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
2 yards to go, 2nd down. McKee now to throw. That's to the sideline and incomplete. And now a stoppage. It looks like we have a Colt who was shaken up on that last play. Now, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break.
Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2.
And McKee now. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 30. Another good reception there. The Colts on the march.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
And McKee will look to throw it.
Got a man. It's Darren Waller. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line.
McKee to throw here.
Now he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown.
Kene Nwangu
From 4 yards out.
And the Colts are within an extra point of tying up this ball game.
So a nice touchdown pass for the rookie there. And, you know, as they go down the stretch, look, they're not a playoff team. This is just confidence building and growth time for him, right?
Yeah, it's a game within the game, isn't it? Because every team wants to win all games on their schedule. But the development of this rookie quarterback is paramount for this team. So you're exactly right. Every rep, doesn't matter what the game, what the situation, what the score, valuable for him, valuable for his team as they look towards next year.
And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21.
And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field.
Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. The numbers in last week's ball game for Robinson. 16 carries, 66 yards.
Just an all-right day from him last week. He really didn't break out for the huge yardage he had hoped going in. I talked with him before the game, though, and he knows this is a new, fresh opportunity. He's put last week behind him, and his focus, getting some extra yardage with every carry he receives this week.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson.
And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's a 2nd and 9.
From the gun, it's Allen. And this one is incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. So the shotgun snap to Allen.
And that's going to be caught by Peoples-Jones. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
7-7, our score after 1.
Steeler football here to begin quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 1st and 10. Back to the ground with Robinson.
And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Throw left side is complete on the diving effort. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts 35. Throwing quickly, that's caught by Brown out wide. So that'll be no better than an incompletion, and that will bring up 2nd down.
Second down and a run by Robinson.
And here's another tackle made at the line, so they're converging well on the football now. Well, this drive, they're a perfect 2 of 2 on 3rd down conversions, but they need a full 10 yards here. Allen. And he'll be brought down by the Colts. He couldn't get away there on 3rd down. The pressure too much, and he's sacked for a loss of 12.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
On 4th down, here's Jamie Gillen on to punt. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds.
Indy set to go on offense once more. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football.
Throw right side, going to be caught by Waller. A big play there for Indy. 41 yards.
And as you saw right there, this is a guy with pretty good speed for a tight end. Nice job there, catching the short throw and turning it upfield. He can also be a weapon downfield as well.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
Here's McKee.
That is incomplete.
The Colts had 5-8, 3 games under 500. Charles, they were losers last time out. What do you think they need to do differently here?
Well, I don't think it needs to be as drastic as burning up last week's game tape or not watching it, but the attitude has to be what's done is done. Let's move on. Put that one behind them, galvanize themselves, and go forward and get a win in this one.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
A 39-yard attempt. Boswell's kick is good, and they take the lead here now at 10-7.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
The last series for them, a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive, 1st and 10.
It was Taven Bryan who got him down defensively.
Here's a 2nd and 5.
On the draw, Robinson. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there.
Now it looks like we're going to get a stoppage here. An injured Steeler on that last play. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Again, it's Robinson. And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. And now they'll throw with Allen.
That's to the veteran tight end, Austin Hooper.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. Now Allen. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. Here's Allen. DeAndre Hopkins making the catch. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts' 32-yard line. A good pickup there at 22.
Press coverage on the outside, and for defenders, that's the ultimate risk-reward. If you take the risk, can you reward yourself by keeping them on the line of scrimmage? But no, not on that one. Got to step on them. Now it's just a matter of laying the ball out there for him to go get it.
Allen now on first down. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
And again, it's Allen. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
That play call wasn't there for them against that coverage. So they're going to spin the dial now in their playbook and come up with one more shot at the marker to try and keep this series going.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on 3rd.
Tight defense there on 3rd down, but what a product of good coaching and even better execution, because he realized he's in field goal range. No sense forcing anything, and he made sure he didn't.
The kick by Gold is good, and that will knot us up at 10. So in the end, they had the ball for 10 plays, but the drive gets them 3, not 6.
Is it okay if I give credit to both sides on this one?
Absolutely.
All right, let's start defensively. They hung in there. 10-play drive, but they stiffened when they got close to the goal line, made them kick a field goal. And for the offense, 10-play drive. They might be a little disappointed they got a field goal, but they moved the ball down the field with dispatch and came away with points.
Now the Colts offense gets ready to head back on the field. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6.
From the 25, here's 2nd and 9. They'll go right back to Nwangu.
It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked by Kevin Byard. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over.
Well, it's not the first time we've seen him give one up here during his rookie season. And in this case, zone coverage forced the mistake. He's made some strides week to week in how he's handling the different type of coverages that he's seeing. But clearly, there's some growing still to do.
So after the INT, it's Allen. And that's off the mark, incomplete.
That's tremendous field position that they were given following the turnover, but they've still got work to do to get the field goal range, and the coverage we're seeing isn't going to make it easy.
To the air, Allen.
And this one incomplete, threw it down at the feet of his receiver.
This defense has passed its first 2 tests by forcing back-to-back incompletions. They know there's probably another throw coming on 3rd down. Let's see if they decide to force the issue by sending people on a blitz.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Straight ahead, it's Robinson. And a hard-working run here as he's got it inside the 20, down to the 17.
12 more yards there and another first down. Those are the types of runs they told us they want to see more of. Look, they'd love the 60 to 70-yard runs, but those 10 to 20-yarders, they can help you win a ball game.
And that means everyone's invested because you know the big guys up front. That's what they do. They try and move people. But when you get your perimeter guys involved downfield, that means that they care about the running game, and they know it helps their team.
17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, you just need the tip of the ball to cross the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with first and goal.
Robinson will score. Touchdown, Steelers.
Now Gold for the extra point. He's got it as they go up by a total of 17 to 10. So the drive there took 6 plays.
And it was capped off by the touchdown run for Brian Robinson. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. And hold on here because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Well, hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive.
And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to want to look to hit a couple shorter passes and get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. But forget the run on 3rd and 1. They shock the D and rip off a pretty big play.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
McKee. He'll check that down to Nwangu out of the backfield.
It'll be a gain of 5, and it's 2nd down.
Looking to throw. McKee. They'll set up the screen for Nwangu.
And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half.
They'll set up the screen for Nwangu.
And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10.
Well, partner, they've used him quite well out of the backfield in this one. And here's another nice example. They set up the screen, and he's able to pick his way downfield for a nice gain there.
Back to throw, McKee.
And not able to get it that time. He hit on 6 straight passes. Not there. 2nd down.
And McKee now. Touchdown! Tyler Boyd. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Colts are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half. So on this drive, the rookie leads him into the end zone, Charles, and that helps cancel out the points that were created on the previous drive when he threw the interception.
Yeah, let's give some credit to this rookie because instead of hanging his head after his mistake leads to a touchdown, he comes back out and he's firing and made up for it right there. A well-executed series that helps reestablish some confidence in him to run this offense.
And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. One more drive here for the Steeler offense in this first half.
And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it And we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
2nd and 10. Now Allen. Throw left side, complete to Harry. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. And this defense rallies, and they stop him short of the first down right near the 24. Now the Colts will use their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Good starting field position for the Colts as they have it 1st and 10 at their 38. And McKee will look to throw it. Throwing left sideline there, but it's incomplete.
No sense risking anything there on 1st down. Even though he's still in the pocket, he had a receiver out to his side, so just put that in a spot where the only people who could make a play on it are the trainers and the coaches. Well done.
Now a deep one for Johnston. That is incomplete.
So nothing separating these two teams as we head to the break, all square. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, time for a sprint to the finish, as it's time to get you caught up with what's happening around the NFL here in a pivotal Week 15. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the 2nd quarter. We thought this one would be a close battle coming in, and we have not been disappointed. They're all even to this point. This has the feeling of a game that could go right down to the wire. One mistake or one big play could turn out to be the difference.
Oh, a good-looking return set up here. Kene Nwangu. He will score. Touchdown, Colts.
We've sat in a lot of meetings, and they always talk about the offense taking advantage of beginning a half. So special teams coaches don't listen to that. They want to take advantage with their own unit, and they just did.
Yeah, they trailed in the locker rooms, and they changed that immediately.
I think they drew that one up special. That felt like something he pulled out of his pocket that he'd been holding for a while, and they were able to use it effectively.
Extra point put through by Boswell, and they will take a 7-point lead. So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff.
And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30.
Time for the Steelers offense now to get set for their first possession of half number 2. Throwing on 1st down is Allen.
Got a man open. That's Harry.
And he's going to be down at the 35. Gain of 7.
Now 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 35-yard line.
Slot man moves right.
Oh, here's a fake on the jet sweep and a give to Robinson.
Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage.
Here is 3rd down and 4.
Here's Allen to throw it. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. So an opening drive interception to begin this second half.
And just think about the time you spend in the locker room going over what you expected to do in the second half. Not the way they saw it, not the way they drew it up. You find out this is something that you can't just edit, right? There's no rewrite here. This is live, and now they've got to find a way out of this hole.
And now Indianapolis set to take the field.
And they'll have good field position here following the interception and a chance to build on their lead as they start with a 1st and 10.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. A gain of 11 that time and a Colts 1st down.
McKee to throw here. They'll get this underneath to Madison.
And he's brought down, but he has it down to the 12 on a pickup of 12. 1st and 10.
On the handoff, it's Madison.
A nice display of powerful running, but it takes him only to the 7. He's dropped there.
From the 7, it's 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
McKee now to throw.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Alexander Madison, a 7-yard touchdown grab.
And the Colts go up by 2 touchdowns. Well, to put it mildly, he's been able to dice up this secondary all game long, and this time that was a missile that he threw into the end zone and adding another touchdown to his ledger.
And I think we see these youngsters develop a lot quicker than we ever have, because when they get started in this game, they're not just throwing passes around. They're reading coverages early. So now they're like seasoned pros earlier in their career. How about this one here? If they win this ball game, a game ball definitely coming from his head coach.
And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
And now out come the Steelers.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this, because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't, but he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. And a timeout here. Timeout taken, whistles blown. Timeout taken by the receiving team. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Returnable here from the 38. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10.
Indianapolis offense ready to go again. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Here's McKee. That's caught by the rookie, Quentin Johnston.
Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a 1st down.
One of the things you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and that's going to bring up 2nd down. They'll look to throw again.
Pass hauled in by Johnston.
And they're going to have themselves another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 28.
Short throw going to be caught by Waller.
Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it'll be 2nd down. Now a give to Madison. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
So 7 yards from the 1st down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
Throw right side, going to be caught by Waller. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Excellent job there defensively. Gave up the underneath to the tight end on 3rd down, and they made sure that they did their job. Got him on the ground and prevented him picking up a 1st down.
Boswell's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further.
And right now, Charles, this is about building that lead little by little, and they're able to do just that.
And it gets them past the key number of 16, so this is now a 3-score lead. Not time to exhale just yet, but that might prove to be an important 3 points before things are said and done.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition,
he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
So they've got the football, and they'll start right on the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. So their woes on offense continue. That's the 2nd pick thrown here in the 3rd quarter.
And we know it was ill-advised, but that was an opportunity to help them get back into the game. Instead, he throws another interception, and now their task is even tougher.
The Colts set to take over here offensively. Following the interception, they're set up nicely here, already inside the red zone, knocking on the door, if you will. 1st and 10.
Throwing to start the drive. McKee to the sideline, and wow, what a catch there. He doesn't get a lot, but he was able to get the feet down complete.
Now a 2nd and 6.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
They'll run it with Madison. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. The pickup goes for 13 and sets him up 1st and goal.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that 1st half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Madison will score. Touchdown, Indianapolis. So they're able to capitalize there on the short field, and that might prove to be the score that turns out the lights.
The party's over. Oh, sorry about that. That's an old reference there, folks. But, yeah, they've been the better of the 2 teams by far, and that's great complimentary football right there. Defense gets the turnover, sets up the short field, and the offense goes right out and scores to open up a pretty sizable lead.
Boswell good with the extra point, and the lead is now 24.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. Pittsburgh set to take over again on offense.
They trail here by 24 points. Got to get going soon, you'd have to think, as they come up 1st and 10. Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And his throw is incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
Robinson up the middle.
5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
He hadn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. So the shotgun snap to Allen.
A short throw here to Latu.
And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. A Steeler 1st down on the pickup of 11 yards.
1st down, Steelers.
Hand off now to Robinson. And this defense able to plug him up there as he'll get a yard to the 35.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble.
But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Allen going to throw. And now a stoppage, and looks like we have a Colt who was shaken up on that last play. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. 2nd and 7, operating from the 34. On the counter, this is Robinson.
A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Now Allen. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
But plain and simple, that's the 2nd time today that he's dropped a pass.
And that one, I think, maybe even a little easier than the earlier one that he dropped. Surprising.
Was this game announced as a night game prior to, and maybe his rhythm is just off? He's got thrown off. He's going to have to wake up, enjoy the sunshine, and go play.
So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps him inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. And the Colts now, they're ready to get the football back.
And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
To throw on 2nd and 10.
McKee.
This is caught. It's Boyd. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. We're off to the 4th quarter here in Week 15. Happy holidays to all. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4.
And he'll be taken down at about the 45.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
43 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
The Colts on 3rd down, 3 for 7 so far in this game. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football.
Another carry now for Madison. And he is going to have a Colts 1st down, maybe by about a yard as they find a way to convert on 3rd and inches.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on 3rd down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, 3rd down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one.
2nd down and 6 now.
They'll run with Madison. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8. Starting to look like this drive, it may be the final nail in the coffin.
Well, this is why you work out so hard, right? This is why you spend all that time in the offseason. This is why you have those OTAs and mini camps. For these situations, these scenarios, to run someone into the ground and secure a victory.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Up the middle, Nwangu. And he's able to motor his way down to the 16-yard line.
That's good for an Indianapolis 1st down on a gain of 10. Hate to be blunt, but it is just continuing to prove to be the case that this O-line is manhandling this D-line right now.
They deserve to roll up their sleeves and show up their biceps because they're doing exactly what you just described, manhandling the defensive front. They've got the leverage. They are powering through, and they're controlling this game.
Here's 2nd and 1 now from the 7.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
A 24-yard attempt.
Boswell's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further.
Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
So with the Steeler offense on their way out, let's take a look at the playoff picture in the AFC.
Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnelled. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
Allen's throw is complete, and they're able to get this one across the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. And he's got his big tight end here. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. From midfield, here's Allen. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
Now a 2nd and 10.
He was covered by Kyer Elo.
Hand off to Robinson out of the shotgun.
He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done.
So after the big play on 4th, here's 1st and 10.
So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. And he's going to have the hook up here with Harry. And out of bounds right around the 20.
From the 20, here's 2nd down and 5.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
Again, they'll throw with Allen. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. From the gun, it's Allen. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's brought down short by a yard. It's a 3rd down gain of 4. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They'll run for it with Robinson. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. And it's caught over the middle. Hooper. So the completion good for just 3. And that'll make it 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 10-yard line.
Allen now looks to throw.
This one hauled in. Again, it's Hooper.
Now it appears we have a Steeler here slow to get up.
So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. Here's 3rd and 6. Throwing now is Allen. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Josh Allen, a 9-yard touchdown run. And the Steelers are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. They'll let Robinson try and run. And he is going to be stopped short of the goal line. Oh, they'll mark him inside the 1. He just couldn't keep churning those extra few inches. And the 2-point attempt is turned aside. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And this is going to be taken in by the Colts. Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. Try to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on 3rd down. Going to run with Madison again. And he can only get this to the 42-yard line. And that is not near enough. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down. So now on comes the field goal unit. And wow, this is no ordinary try here. This will be spotted just shy of midfield. A 59-yard attempt. And this is going to wind up left. Well struck, but it's no good. And this will remain an 18-point lead.
And this is a commentary on today's kickers and just how good they are that a coach would think about running his guy out there to try a 59-yarder. Here it backfires on him, but as a kicker, you have to appreciate the confidence that they showed in you.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
Allen looks to throw on 2nd down. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. And that is incomplete.
Give them credit for excellent coverage, tight coverage. They're doing a lot of things that we talk about in basketball. They're causing disruptions in the passing game. And as long as that continues, it'll be tough for them to gain it.
And Allen going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. And the Colts will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense. But they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
The Colts offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. Just all around a solid performance, and now they've got the 3-score lead here, Charles, the final seconds of the 4th quarter.
Yeah, in this one, they've been in control, haven't they? They've earned this victory. No question who the better team was out there in this game. And frankly, the score could have been a lot worse than it was. Give them a lot of credit for how they played in this one.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end